Hello and welcome to Daddy in the Kitchen, where I make tasty and healthy recipes for kids. Today we are making an amazing fruit cake that tastes just as great as the traditional Christmas cake, but without any alcohol. Let's look at the fruits used in this recipe. These are candied orange peels, which you'll get in supermarkets. If you don't have, take a tablespoon of orange zest, and I have black raisins. You can use brown raisins as well. I have some candied cherries. You can use other dry fruits, some cashew nuts, some dried cranberries, and some dates. In case if you don't have one of these fruits, you can replace with any other dry fruits, or you can just increase the quantity. So chop the large ones into small pieces and take a quarter cup of each of this. And I'm adding these chopped nuts to the pan and covering this with little water just to cover the fruits. And I'm going to cook this for about 4 to 5 minutes on a medium flame. So stir this occasionally. You can see the water is almost evaporated. Now transfer this to a bowl and let it cool completely before adding to the cake. Now making caramel by melting quarter cup of sugar in a pan. So let this melt slowly. See, it's starting to caramelize. Now let this become dark. Now add some hot water and dilute this, otherwise it will solidify. So mix this well and thicken this. You can see how dark this is. So this is what gives the plum cake its distinct color. So turn off the flame and let this cool and thicken up. Prepare an 8-inch cake tin by applying some butter on all the sides and dust it with some flour. Coat it well. You can use parchment paper instead. Now let's keep this aside. Take a cup of Maida or all-purpose flour. Add a teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, a pinch of cinnamon powder, a pinch of clove powder, and a pinch of dry ginger powder, and sift this all well. This will remove any lumps or any large particles. Now mix this and let's keep it aside. Now for the batter, I've taken half cup of room temperature butter. To this I'm adding 3/4 cup of sugar that is powdered, and mix this well. So often scrape the sides like this and mix again. So repeat the process of mixing for about 4 to 5 minutes until the sugar is combined well with the butter and you have a light mixture. You can see how light the cream is and the lovely air pockets. Now let's add 3 eggs one at a time. So I'm adding the first egg and I'm going to beat this for about 30 seconds. Now add the second egg and beat it again for another 20 to 30 seconds. Now we are adding the third and final egg and beat it again for about a minute or so. So after adding the eggs, do not beat for long, otherwise you will lose all the aeration that's formed while beating the butter and sugar. So to this we are adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now mix this well. Now let's add the flour and mix this. So using a spatula, just cut and fold the flour into the batter. So do not use a mixer. otherwise you will lose the aeration and you will have a hard cake. Now next we are adding the cooked and cooled fruits. So in case if you are doing the traditional way, just soak these fruits in a quarter cup of rum for about a week. But today we are making a non-alcoholic version, and that too all within a day. So this is very easy. So mix this all well, and lastly we are adding the cooled caramel. You can see how thick and dark this is. So in case if your caramel is thin, just heat it up and cool it again, make it thick, or if it is too thick, just dilute with some hot water. So now mix this all well. You can see the batter is ready now. So I have preheated my oven to 200 degrees Celsius. Now transfer the batter to the prepared cake tin and level the top, and we are going to bake this at 200 degree for about 30 to 35 minutes. So this is a heavy cake, so it will take that much time. After 35 minutes, see how beautifully this is baked. Now just run a knife at the center and it should come out clean. So let this cool completely in the tin itself. Wow, how beautiful the cake is. Hope you try this at home and wish you a very Merry Christmas, and do subscribe to our channel for more tasty and healthy recipes. Thank you.